Good evening. Welcome to this guided meditation session, and I'm Wai Cheong. I'll be leading you in this 1 hour to do two meditations together. And as usual, the first meditation of the evening will be on calm abiding, helping us to calm or settle some of the disturbance of our body and mind, and so that we can come back here and now and abide peacefully, blissfully in our meditation. So one thing we can learn about calm abiding meditation, especially if you have been joining me over the weeks, I tend to lead the calm abiding meditation a bit differently each week. And sometimes I introduce different objects or different supports, as I like to call them. It's important for us to work out for ourselves which of the objects of meditation or which of the supports of our meditation works best for us or is most effective. Because each one of us relate to the different objects differently. So what is important is actually whether we are able to form a really positive association with the object of our meditation. So over time, if we are able to build a really positive association, you'll find that it becomes easier and easier for our attention to engage with that object of meditation, with that support, and also it becomes easier for our attention to come back to it. So we may be distracted as we meditate, but with a really positive association, we will find that our attention can easily return to the object of meditation. So that is one of the things that we good to take note of, to pay attention to figure out for ourselves which object we have a stronger affinity, we have a lot more positive association, and to make that object the one that we rely on especially in calm abiding meditation. As we are live, you're most welcome to post your comments or questions in the live chat, and I'll try to attend to them. So let's start. I thought to do a calm abiding meditation using, or sometimes I call this the body of light meditation, which is to bring in imaginary or visualized elements into the meditation. In this case, visualizing light. It doesn't have to be light, but it's an easy one to start with. And light, a sense of brightness, a sense of radiance, can have a very positive association, just as we associate depression when feeling down, disappointed, we felt overwhelmed, and we can associate that with darkness, feeling very dark inside, or sometimes even it affects our mood, and the world seems, if not darker, at least gray in color. So meditating on light can be a very helpful kind of antidote to that. Yeah, doesn't have to be light. Some of you are very creative. You may find that as we start or enter into the meditation, your mind, your heart may offer up other images. So if those work best for you, why not try them out? Or if you're like me, who find visualized images a bit difficult to manage in meditation, you can imagine breathing in some other textures or experience that are positive. Like if you feel very cold, imagine breathing in a sense of warmth. You feel very heavy, breathe in a sense of lightness, a sense of buoyancy. If you feel very cluttered, very hemmed in, imagine breathing in a sense of spaciousness. Yeah. But I'm going to, in the guided instructions or reminders, I'm just going to stick to the word light. Yeah. And it's possible to do this meditation without associating it with the breath, but I'm more familiar with the breath, and I tend to piggyback other kind of objects on the breath itself. It's possible to just imagine light, imagine light shining from a source outside of you, maybe in front, maybe above your crown, and from that source, this radiant light and energy pour forth, and it touches the different parts of your body, enters into your body, it fills up the cells in the body, illuminate the spaces within our body. What I'm going to do here is to make use of the breath and to build a really positive association, with the in-breath especially. Breathing in, we take in oxygen anyway. So why not imagine we breathe in more than oxygen? We breathe in a sense of brightness, a sense of radiance, light. It can be any color if you like. I tend to use the golden yellow, which in the Tibetan Buddhist teaching has a very positive connotation of receiving blessings, or to breathe in a sense of golden yellow, sense of wealth, richness, abundance, and breathe that in. And just as oxygen flows into the lungs, so the light also enters the lungs, fill up our chest, it touches the heart, and then progressively from the chest, we allow the light to filter out, to flow out to other parts of the body, part by part. And that's how we can make use of this object to see whether it helps us to reconnect our attention with our own body, so as to help the body to settle down, and also reconnect our mind with something really positive, uplifting, even pleasant. Maybe some pleasant feelings come into your meditation, and that will go a long way to help to settle our mind. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. Let's get ourselves into our meditation posture. So wherever you are, in the privacy of your own home or room, find a posture that is most supportive and most suitable for you. You can sit on a chair, sit on the floor, on a cushion. You can lie down on your back, on a firm surface, or on your yoga mat, or you have a firm bed. That will work as well. So take a few moments, adjust your body, find that most suitable posture for yourself. I'm going to ring this bell to signal the start of the meditation. So allow your body to find its way into the posture you have adopted. Take care that the back, the spine feels comfortable in this posture. Upright if you are sitting, straight if you are lying down. As much as possible, try to eliminate any unnecessary tension or discomfort in your back as best as you can. Place or rest both arms, your hands on suitable supports. If you are sitting, you can rest your hands on your knees, or traditionally we put one hand on top of the other, thumbs lightly touching, and rest them in the lap. Lying down on your back, you can rest your arms on the floor, on the supports, slightly away from the body, and turn your palms facing up towards the ceiling. Eyes, feel free to close them completely. That's usually the easiest way to do it. You're also most welcome to leave your eyes open or half opened, whichever works for you. I invite you now to become aware of sensations coming through at the points of contact between your body and your seat, your body and the ground in this posture. Really allow yourself to notice how your body is resting on a support that is solid, firm, and stable, so that your body can feel that it is well supported in this posture, it is well balanced and safe. This will help to trigger a natural process whereby the body can start to loosen up, it can start to unwind and let go of some of those tightness, tensions, unnecessary contractions and tightenings within your body. So this is the first step that I call acquiring a seat for your body in meditation. And now let's take some time to help our body and mind to make the transition, to shift gears, to put aside other things preoccupying them, other reactivities, so that both body and mind can come back fully here and now to enter into meditation. So we're going to do that with the help of our natural breath, and also to imagine each time we breathe in, we let in not just oxygen, but also something really positive, symbolized by, for example, the visual image of light, a sense of brightness, a sense of radiance. I invite you to breathe it in into your own system, allow it to spread to all parts of your body, helping your body and mind to release unnecessary tensions and agitations, helping body and mind to settle more fully into meditation. So let's start by becoming aware of the sensations of the breath. See if you can notice breath sensations at the different parts of your body. Sometimes we notice the breath around the nostrils, where we can feel the air flow in and out of our body. We may notice the movements of the chest, expanding and contracting with each breath. Some of us may even notice the movements of the abdomen rising and falling as we breathe in and out. See if you can rest your attention on some of these breath sensations within your body, allowing yourself to fully experience the in-breath and the out-breath. So coming back to the breath sensations, and you may find that you have to do that again and again during the meditation, which is perfectly normal. Just invite your attention to come back, to reconnect with the breath sensations in the body, and continue with the meditation if you do get distracted. Coming back to the breath, breathing in. Imagine that you are letting in not just air, but also a sense of brightness radiance of light. Give it a color if you can. For example, breathe in golden yellow light. Imagine the light flow into your lungs. Imagine it filling up your chest and touching your heart. So attending to the natural breath without the need to control the breath. Imagine more and more light flow into your chest. Allow the light to flow into the cells, the tissues, the organs in this part of your body. Allow the light to illuminate the spaces between the cells, between the organs, so that your entire chest is filled with radiant golden yellow light. Coming back to the breath, feel free to use a different image, or you can focus on certain texture of experience that is positive and appropriate for you. For example, instead of light, you can breathe in a sense of warmth or spaciousness or lightness, whichever feels right for you. Coming back to the breath at your own pace without the need to, you don't necessarily to follow. I'm saying allow the light to spread from the chest upwards into the shoulders. Imagine as you breathe in, as you let in more light, allow the light to flow into all the different muscles, the tissues at your shoulders, the bones, the joints, as well as the spaces between them. Acknowledge whatever sensations or feelings that come into your awareness while you're doing that. For example, at the shoulders, you may notice tension, tightness, and discomfort. Tensions that do not go away easily. See if you can just acknowledge them and let them be for the time being. Coming back to the breath, breathe in more light. Imagine the light flows from the shoulders downwards into both arms at the same time. Imagine the light touches the muscles, the skin, the bones, the joints, bringing something really positive into each cell and illuminating the spaces between the cells. Coming back to the breath, to your own body, imagine your attention and the light flow into your upper arms. They touch your elbows, both elbows, and continue into the forearms. And finally arriving at both hands. Allow the light to fill up all parts of both arms or the cells. And as you are aware of both arms, see if you can give permission and allow them to rest their weight comfortably on their support. Coming back to the breath, letting in more light. Imagine the light flowing from the chest upwards into your neck, touching the muscles, the throat, and then moving even further up into the head, touching all parts of your head, illuminating your face. Attending to the breath, to the different parts of your body. Imagine as the light touches your face, it helps to soften the muscles of the face, help them to release any tension, any tightness, so that you let in a feeling of ease, comfort, and relaxation into your own face. Throughout the meditation, at any point when you notice any pleasant sensations arise within your meditation, be it a feeling of relaxation, of relief, a feeling of ease or comfort, see if you can welcome those pleasant feelings into your meditation. Be aware of them, enjoy them while they're here, and let them go when they start to fade away. Allow the light to flow into the brain, calming the brain. Allow the light to touch all parts of the head, the sides of the head, the back of the head, the inside of your head. Coming back to the breath, to the light, as you let in more of that radiance and brightness at your own pace, we can allow the light to flow downwards from the chest into the abdomen, touching the organs, the muscles here, attending to the breath, to the light. Imagine letting in more of that brightness and allow it to touch your back, allow it to flow into your upper back, into your middle back, and into your lower back. Breathing in the brightness, the light, allow it to descend even further along with your attention into the pelvis. Illuminate this part of your body, including all the organs or the powerful muscles at your pelvis with that light, with that brightness. And as you become aware of sensations at your pelvis, as you imagine filling this part of your body with light, see if you can allow the weight of your pelvis to rest comfortably on the seat and surrender that weight to gravity. At your own pace, allow the light to flow down both legs at the same time. starting from your hips, moving down the legs towards the knees. Allow the light to spread, to touch the muscles, the bones, the skin, the joints. From the knees, allow it to proceed down to the ankles. And imagine them, the light flowing into both feet, including your toes. Now that you are aware of both legs, see if you can also give permission. Allow both legs to rest their weight comfortably on their support on the floor. Coming back to the breath, breathing in and out. Imagine you are breathing in and out a body of light. A body of light such that every cell in the body is filled with that brightness and radiance. And all the spaces between the cells are also illuminated by the light, so that you are breathing in and out a body of radiant light. Rest your body comfortably in this posture. Allow it to continue to unwind, to loosen up, to settle more and more deeply into the posture. Rest your mind and attention on the image of a body filled with radiant light. And rest your attention on the breath flowing in and out of this body of light. Continue to allow in to your system more of that brightness and radiance, so that the body of light is getting brighter and brighter. Resting here, continue to allow yourself to enjoy anything pleasant or positive to come out of this meditation on the body of light. And see if you can form a really positive association within yourself, between your mind and the object of your meditation, with the breath, with the visualization of light, and with any pleasant feelings or sensations you can find within your own body and mind. So there's meditation on body of light, whereby we, on top of the breath, we use a visualized image, hopefully something with really positive connotations for us. And in so doing, we try to invoke something really positive or pleasant within our meditation, and try to form positive association. Pleasant feelings that we are able to bring forth within our meditation, be it something as simple as a feeling of relaxation, of tension and tightness. Any of these pleasant sensations that arise as a part of our meditation can be very helpful for us, because the more we are in touch with them, the more we are sending a reassuring message to our own mind, to our brain, that everything is okay. And you'll find that in turn, the mind will respond. The mind starts to release or let go of some of its reactivity, some of the busyness or restlessness, and starts to really settle down. Okay, so that's the first meditation. And the second meditation, I have been sort of exploring the quality of mindfulness through meditation. And in particular, I have been presenting mindfulness in relation to an acronym, RAIN, R-A-I-N. So R stands for recognize. So part of mindfulness practice, cultivating mindful attention, is cultivating this quality that recognize what is happening within our awareness. We recognize tension as tension, we recognize tiredness as tiredness, we recognize thinking as thinking. And so there is the first quality, recognition, to recognize. The second one, the A, stands for, I tend to use the word acknowledgement, to acknowledge what is here, simply because it's already here. So I say, oh, okay, I'm tired. I acknowledge, I recognize it, and I acknowledge I'm tired. I'm restless. I recognize, oh, this is restlessness, and I acknowledge I am restless in this moment. I might be feeling very happy, very excited, let's say. So I recognize it and acknowledge, I think I'm getting very excited or very nervous or whatever. Yeah. So acknowledgement, some people use the word allowed, which is part of acknowledgement, is also to allow whatever it is that is here to be here. Or sometimes we say to let it be. Because one of the most kind of habituated reaction we may notice is the moment we recognize something, if we don't like it, we want to get rid of it, be gone, get lost. And if it's something that we like, we also have a tendency to just to try to grasp, to hold on to it, or to try to increase it. Yeah. So this both this kind of reactions, attachment and aversion, quite often complicates the situation for us. And also sometimes it makes things more confusing for us because we are too busy reacting. We are not taking the time to really be present with whatever it is, to even to inquire what's going on. Our dear neighbor's cat is here. I'm distracted by it. So acknowledgement or allowed. And the third one, the I, stands for to inquire or to investigate. Yeah. This is not so much by thinking. This is more by with attention. To inquire is to pay close attention, careful attention to what is happening. And sometimes I present that in terms of a guiding question. I ask myself, what is happening here? What is going on here? What is it? Yeah. So the question is not so much to answer in terms of thinking or analyzing with words, but to pay closer attention to notice what's going on. And the last one, N, this has different interpretation. I prefer the one that interpret N as to nurture. So having paid close attention to what's going on within ourselves, within or what's happening here and now, then we try to nurture something that is most needed in that moment. Nurture is use the energy of our attention and give the energy to whatever it is that is most needed to allow it to nourish it, to allow it to grow, to allow it to become more prominent. Yeah. There is nurturing. I have a cat with me. Now it's right underneath me. Yeah. So I have uninvited guests, and a lot of time mindfulness meditation is really like this. You meditate and someone or something come and pay you a visit in your meditation. So are you able to recognize it? Do you know what it is? Now I know it's Yeshu the cat. Are you able to acknowledge it and allow it to be, as I have to do, because unless I get up and try to put him out, take him out. So I have to allow it. I have to acknowledge and let it be for the moment. Yeah. I is to inquire, to get to know it better. Who and what is this uninvited guest in your meditation? Can you inquire? Can you pay closer attention? Can you find out why is it here? And N is to ask yourself, what is most needed in this moment for myself? And what can I nurture with the energy of my attention? What can I give my attention to that is nourishing and that is conducive to my happiness and well-being? So today I thought we can explore in this next meditation, especially the acknowledgement, the act of allowing our experience to be here because they're already here. And instead of immediately rejecting it, if that's not what you like, or finding ourselves clinging onto it, holding onto it, trying to prolong it, can we simply just let them be? And if you do find yourself reacting to them, be it with attachment or aversion, then can you also acknowledge that? Acknowledge that by recognizing, I think I'm getting upset, I'm getting frustrated. And not only recognize, but also acknowledge and just let it be for the moment, not to get caught up in being upset with your own upset, what we call secondary reactions. Yeah. And I think a meditation that is very helpful for practicing this aspect of acknowledgement is actually sometimes I call it listening meditation. Allow yourself to become a listening awareness, listening aware space. And just as when we're listening, sounds come and go within this aware space. We don't really have much control of it sometimes. So while trying to control it, we just acknowledge whatever that come into that space and just let it be for the moment. As far as sound is concerned, sound doesn't stay. It comes, it changes, it goes, and something else happens. Likewise, with bodily sensations, different sensations come into awareness. We recognize it, we acknowledge tension or relaxation, and just let them be as much as we can. And likewise with thoughts, we might say, I recognize I'm thinking involved with the past or the future or some ongoing commentaries. And we recognize and we say, all right, that's what's happening. Just let be. That doesn't mean that you are sort of paralyzed, you can't do anything about it. You can recognize, you can acknowledge, and you can also choose to nurture something different. In other words, you can say, well, but I don't really want to keep thinking, so I'm going to return my attention and allow it to come back. Return my attention to to the present moment, to here and now, to nurture awareness of this moment, nurture mindfulness. So let's give that a try and see what happens. Yeshe is making itself very comfortable. Okay, so likewise, let's make ourselves very comfortable in our meditation posture, taking care that the back feels at ease. In this posture, we are not introducing additional pain or discomfort to it. Now, ring the bell to signal the start of this next meditation. So just as before, take a few moments, allow your body to find its way into your meditation posture. Allow your body to feel that it is well supported in this posture, that it is resting on a solid, firm and stable support, that is keeping it well balanced and safe. And allow the body plenty of time to begin and continue a process of unwinding, of letting go and releasing some of those unnecessary tensions, tightness, and discomfort. And then let's start with giving attention to our listening faculty. Imagine opening up the scope of your awareness and listen. Allow the sounds in your surrounding, the sounds from within your own body, the sounds of my voice. Allow that to come into your aware space. Allow the sound to stay, to change, and eventually they fade and disappear from your listening space. See if you can allow yourself to quiet down. Invite your attention to come back here and now, to be a listening, open, aware space, whereby you become more aware, more sensitive to the different kinds of sounds. Listening, coming back to here and now, immediately you find yourself practicing, recognizing what kinds of sound. And you can also practice acknowledging the presence of sounds. Coming back here and now, practicing being a listening space. We simply allow sounds to come and go within that aware space. Maybe by now, other things enter into your aware space. Sensations, different sensations within your body, sensations of tightness, of discomfort, of tension in different parts of your body. Is it possible for you to recognize them for what they are, to acknowledge and let them be? Coming back here now, practicing being a listening, aware space. Sometimes when we become aware, for example, of tension in the face, tightening of the muscles, maybe of the forehead or the jaw, or tightening of the muscles around the eyes, just by being aware, just by recognizing and acknowledging these tensions, sometimes the body may respond automatically with release. You may find that the muscles of your face start to relax and a different kind of feeling enter into your face, a feeling of softness, of ease and comfort. And is it possible for you to be aware of that, to recognize, to acknowledge and allow them to be? Coming back to this meditation, we make use of the present moment, the happenings of this present moment here and now, be it sounds, bodily sensations, and even thoughts as the support of this meditation. We invite our attention to come back here and now, to be that open, aware space and see what happens. Coming back to here and now, to this present moment, allowing our attention to be here as a listening, open, aware space, allowing different objects to come into your awareness, to stay, change, and disappear. Sounds, bodily sensations, thoughts, memories, fantasies. See if we can practice recognizing, acknowledging, or even allowing them to be. When you notice your attention is drawn into thoughts, into the past or future, or caught up in a whole series of inner commentary, acknowledge that, recognize that, and invite your attention to come back here and now to once again be that listening, aware space. Coming back here and now to your meditation in this present moment. See if you can also recognize our habitual reactions. Sometimes we find ourselves preoccupied with thinking. Other times we find ourselves resisting certain experience, tightening, tensing up. As we recognize them, see if we can just acknowledge them without getting upset or frustrated. We simply allow these reactions to be. And we can also make an active choice to nurture something different. We invite our attention to step out of the past or the future and to come back here and now to this present reality, to come back once again, be that listening, open, aware space. And then finally, see if you can become aware of the states of your own body and mind at the end of this meditation. See if you can recognize anything positive. Highlight those positive features to yourself. Experience of relaxation or ease. And also acknowledge anything unpleasant or difficult in the meditation. It will be good to conclude the meditations this evening with a dedication. Imagine gathering up all the positive momentum we create through meditating together and dedicate that positive momentum towards the fulfillment of our aspirations. For example, we can dedicate that anything positive and good that come out of the meditation, may they stay with us, linger in our body and mind, so that they can continue to benefit us long after the meditation is over. Okay, thank you very much for your attention, for tuning in to this live stream session, and see you next week. Have a good week ahead. Thank you.